Good morning, YouTube. I'm back. It's been an entire year since I've uploaded a video. I've decided to get back at it. I'm going to do it a little bit differently, and I have to cut down the editing. It was taking me way too long to edit videos, especially relative to the view count or whatever. I'm just going to let it go, and I'm just going to post it. I'm going to do the same kind of thing where I just watch TikToks and stuff, but it is August 5th. It is 7 o'clock in the morning here on the East Coast, and I am going to go over how the world is ending. Things haven't really changed much since the last time I posted.
We are entering stage 4 of a 4-part economic collapse, and I'm going to explain it to you really quickly and easily so everybody gets this. Step 1 is the cushion. That's when everybody's got money and the economy is booming. Coming out of COVID, everyone had extra cash to spend. You had a stimulus check, you had savings built up because all the stores were closed and you couldn't leave your house and you had all this extra money sitting. So coming out of COVID, we were sitting really pretty and the economy started booming. Step 2 is the bridge. That's when the savings runs out and everybody starts turning to credit to start covering all of their bills and expenses. And they've built up this lifestyle that they want to.
And most people are here for most of the time. I don't know about everybody else, but I've been surviving on credit for like 10 years now. I don't know what that means.
Maintain, but now it's more expensive. So we start pulling out the credit cards more often and we start going into more debt. We start buying fancier cars like we wanted to, but we're having to pay more for them and now our bills are higher and our payments are higher and everything just costs more, but we still got credit and the economy looks great. Why would we worry about this? Step 3 is the wall. That's when savings are gone. That's when your credit card debt starts to get to the maximum, when you don't have any more credit limit to spend. This is when everybody starts realizing that they have to start pawning stuff off, which we started seeing. This is when everybody starts shopping more economically. This is why we started seeing a higher increase in high-income families in Walmart.
How many of you have hit the wall financially where you're literally maxed out? I'm getting there. I probably have a few $1,000 left, but I'm almost there. I've actually been looking at taking out a personal loan to cover credit card. Anybody? I mean, I'm assuming it's a common practice. You got to do what you got to do. Anything to kick the can down the road to keep your house. I don't know what else to do, but I think I'm gonna have to be likely taking out a personal loan to clear credit card debt, which is probably the worst situation you could be in. I know it's not just me.
Walmart and Dollar Tree even. This is when you start seeing people start pinching because it's starting to hurt. Step 4 that we're entering right now is the reset. This is when inflation has gotten to a breaking point. This is when people just can't survive anymore. This is now because lower income and certain neighborhoods are starting to see higher rates of foreclosures. We're starting to see more businesses closing. We're starting to see everybody tightening down because they're trying to figure out how they're going to survive the recession. And this algorithm has played out multiple times in U.S. history. The 70s stagflation is the most similar to what we got going on right now. But just remember that most of the numbers that we're working off of are before the real pain from the tariffs have hit and before you take into account the cost of gas having risen. This is
I don't know if we're allowed to have a recession anymore. I've been thinking about this a lot. You know, will the government even let it happen? You know, they're just going to print money. They're just going to invent a new way to delay the process. They're going to pay off the debt with depreciated dollars. They're going to let inflation run its course. I don't think the government or the Federal Reserve has any plans to bring the inflation rate down to 2% like they say they are. I don't think they have any plans to fix whatever this is. This is working apparently to them. There's no voting our way out of this per se. There's no actually hoping that the government is going to let the free market take hold. That just doesn't exist. This Federal Reserve that we have, this central banking, totally prevents a free market, and the government's going to spend, and they have so many obligations. The obligations that the government has is astronomical, and it's not going away anytime soon. So I don't know if a recession is even allowed. I don't think so, because I think we would have already been in a big one, or we are, and they're just not telling us, and they're just propping it up. It's all lies.
exactly why 40% of U.S. households wouldn't be able to survive a flat tire right now. They don't have the savings and their credit's completely maxed out. And the summer's only going to get worse. Gas prices always rise in summer, and when you add the Iran war on top of it, they're going to just explode. Not to mention that we're going to start seeing the effects of having been in this struggle start coming through in July.
You know, I really don't even think she's saying July. It's August now. I really don't consider this a war. This is like a skirmish. This is really nothing. Nothing compared to like Iraq or like a real war many years ago. This is just child's play. I don't know what this is exactly, but it's almost like even the wars seem fake. It's like the economy is fake. The jobs are fake. The women are fake. And the wars are fake too. Like it's all just a show. Um, I think I'm with a lot of people, and we're just waiting for something to break. Like there's no way this is. I mean, she's spilling a lot of fear, um, but kind of just being dramatic. Like the war in Iran isn't that big of a deal right now. Nothing. There's no boots on the ground. There's just airplanes dropping bombs. I mean, it's not great, but we'll see.
So right now it's planting season with farmers, and if the farmers didn't have access to the seeds and the oil and the products and the fertilizers that they needed because of transportation issues and because of shipping issues, because of the oil prices, we're going to start seeing that coming through in July when we have a decrease in available produce and an increase in, and honestly that goes for most goods. Most goods have to be transported in some fashion, so you're going to start seeing the fallout of those shipping cycles coming through around July. So everything in July is going to immediately go up 20-ish% minimum. And the only real way to combat this or try to get through it is to go into survival mode. Don't do anything that you don't need to do to survive. Groceries, utilities, rent, that should be pretty much it. Anything that costs anything.
These women, boy, they're big thinkers, huh? Don't spend a lot of money. It's going to cost a lot. Wow, next level stuff. Yeah, it's not looking too hot. Not much has really changed. It's been a whole year since I've uploaded a video. I'm going to upload this one too. I'm not going to edit it. I'm just gonna ride this one. I think that I was spending a little bit too much time editing videos, being a little bit too nitpicky over every second. I would cut out the dead time, and there would be a lot of dead time, and it would take me so long. And I had AI helping me out, which is nice and all, but that costs money. This is supposed to be something like if I can do this, get one out before I head out to work. We're good with that.
For fun, sorry, can't happen. And do your best to move all your variable interest rate debt into fixed interest rate debt, such as a personal loan. Close the card after you empty it, and then put it all on fixed rate loans.
Wasn't I just talking about this? Wow. The thing is, like, I'm gonna get like the same rate on my loan as I have on my credit card. My credit card has 13%. I don't know if I'm going to get a personal loan for 4 or 5 years under that. I'm going to try, though. She's right on that.
So that it can't go up on you because the APRs on credit cards are going to start climbing. Mine personally went from 21 to 26 this past year. And
See, I don't have a 21% credit. If you have good credit, you shouldn't be having a 21% APR on your credit card. I have a 13.9 on my Amex on a credit card. A lot of personal loans are going to be in that range. So for me, I don't know if it's even worth it. I would run the risk of adding more debt on top of a loan, and I kind of don't want to do that.
Anything. They do it quietly. They do it sneaky. They don't tell you about it since you already signed the dotted line when you open the card saying that they can change their variable rate. But you need to go back and double check it because they're going to start creeping up. Average credit card APRs a couple of years ago, I think it was 2022, was 22%. Now the average is closer to 30. A lot of them I'm seeing are 27 and 30%.
That is a lot. I wouldn't even recommend using that, or at least paying it off immediately so you don't pay any interest. All right, she blabbed for long enough, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. Moral of the story is, things are bad, but I don't think they're as bad as this chick makes them out to be. From last year, nothing has really changed. It's the same story. Everybody's broke. Nobody has a job. Gig work sucks. I haven't done that in a long time. And it's a struggle. And now I'm going to try to get into a routine where maybe I can put a video out in the morning before I head to work. And maybe, just maybe, I can make $10 a month in ad revenue one day, because you really have to squeeze money out of this economy in any way you can. Kind of sickening. But yeah, there's your nice depressing story for the morning. I'm about to head into work. It's another grind, It's just a grind every day. We'll see how this video does. Again, I'm not going to edit it. This is going to be just straight up. One take, one go. I might even start doing them live. You know what's nice about YouTube, though, is that after like a minute and a half into your videos, there's like nobody watching. There's like maybe 5 people, 5 souls. I highly doubt anybody will make it this far in my video. But that's just numbers. We'll see how it works. All right. I'm off to work. Peace.